On my For You page, and I think that it is finally time to discuss the female loneliness epidemic. Because I know the men have had their own thing, and I'm not here to talk about that. I'm not a man, right? But I will say that the men are more built for it than us. We are not built for this shit, ladies. We don't know how to be alone. These men have been bottling up their emotions and not sharing them with anybody since they were 6, 7, 8 years old. Some of us have never done that. We've always had someone to talk to, a friend, a family member, a significant other, something. And it seems like in 2025, the girls are running out of options because the dating market is terrible. Y'all are literally making fun of girls that are in happy, healthy relationships, saying that having a boyfriend is embarrassing. Miserables. And then y'all also don't have any friends because anytime somebody reposts something that you disagree with, oh, that's how you feel about immigration policy, you're not my friend anymore. Now y'all don't have any freaking friends. Like it's not gonna end well if your requirement for somebody to have a relationship with you is that they have to be on the exact same page with you 100% of the time. No one is. We are all people with our own thoughts, feelings, emotions, and ideas. And if you don't respect that in another person, then of course you're going to be by yourself. There's no one else that's going to fit that mold. Y'all have to learn healthy communication skills. You have to learn healthy relationship skills. Go to therapy if you need to, do something. But if you are sitting at home right now and you don't have 5 friends that you can call, no man, and your family members just don't get you, I promise the only common denominator in all of those scenarios is I've been seeing.
Yeah, see, I think that most of the time, us as men, like, we do have to bottle up our emotions from a young age. And I'm trying to work with that with my son and try to get him to open up and talk to me, not be too sensitive, but just open up to him. I mean, him open up to me and talk to me so that he can know as he gets older that I do care about, things that he goes through and stuff like that. And I feel like, especially if you live over here in America, it's so much other things that you have to it's so many other things that you have to worry about and focus on and deal with as a man, especially as a father, that it's like sometimes if you're dealing with a woman, you dating a woman and she coming with a bunch of problems and drama and she just always it's always something wrong. It's like you're going to ghost her because it's like, first of all, you're not married to her, so you don't love her. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's your wife, you can sit her down and talk to her and be like, look, baby, like, you know what I'm saying, and discuss the issues and y'all get through the issues. But if y'all just dating or if y'all just talking, man don't want to hear that, bro. It's so much other stuff going on and we always can't relate. Like, it takes maturity for us to be able to relate to the things that women go through. So early on, as young, like, if you're a Gen Z, like, these men, like, they trying to figure out how to get some money and try to afford to live and not be homeless. You see what I'm saying? So he don't really have the time to focus on you with your small problems if he's not, your man, or if that's not your husband. So that's just how it is, ladies.
I don't think this is being talked about enough, but a common trend I am noticing specifically on social media is that Black American women or Black women in the US are struggling to make friends. And I'm noticing that the common denominator is they were either sheltered as a child and or they went to predominantly white schools. And what I think is being missed is that is hindering your daughter's opportunity of receiving upward mobility. Notice how the most successful Black women, whether they are sellouts or not, they know how to leverage their communication skills to receive the recognition and the awards that they want, and they have a support team right behind them. Yet, if we are struggling to do the bare minimum and just communicate effectively with each other so we can be friends, how do we expect as Black women to receive that same award and recognition from others when we can't even do that within our own community? It starts with us, it starts within our community. Now, I'm biased. I think Black women are the backbone of the Black community. I think we are the foundation. Yes, I know Black men should be the leaders, but again, I'm biased and that's a different conversation. But I think that's another reason why we're not experiencing the success that we're hoping for as a African American community more specifically. And that's mainly because we just can't find a way to communicate effectively and support each other. And so I think that's really what I challenge to see from you guys next year is if you really want to experience upward mobility and change your life, really work on your communication skills. Like, go outside and find a way that you can be a part of someone else's support group, and ensure that's being reciprocated, that they can be a part of your support group as well. Because that is what's going to help you experience more rewards in the workplace and outside of the workplace as well. Because notice how white people, they don't really hire off of skill set. They hire off of vibes. You know, so many of us Black women, we focus on education and career development. But I feel like what we miss is the basic skills. And that's just simply communication and developing that. Because I've noticed some of the Black women in my workplace that are very successful, they are very good at their jobs, very, very good at it, but they are also really good at communicating. I've even noticed that with some of the Black men, like they're really good at getting along with some of the other guys at their job, regardless if they're experiencing microaggressions or not. They're really good at just chatting with them and getting along. And so I've experienced one guy in my place, he got promoted just simply by doing that. Work ethic is mediocre, but communication skills are on top of the world. And that's what I would really like to see coming from more Black women.
Well, I think that for the most part, our Black women have been, they've been told that we are their enemies, and I think that we let Tyrone and Pookie, they the ones that rise to the top when it comes to Black men, and they get focused on the most. But you got to understand that it's like maybe 10 to 20% Pookies and Tyrones, and the rest of us are stand up men that will build a situation or build a family with a woman, a Black woman. So that it's a lot of anger coming from the Black woman sometimes. Not all of them, but the ones that are listening to the narratives of that, that they are alone, they got to do it by themselves. They got to be strong, this, and that. I don't think that's the case. I think that it's about agreeable. You see what I'm saying? Being agreeable, because the world shapes a man and makes a man do certain things. Like, the world makes us focus. The world makes us communicate. Or else you ain't gonna get no money. You see what I'm saying? A man ain't never gonna get no woman or nobody to take care of them if it's a real man. So therefore, we understand the simple thing that nobody's coming to save us, and we have to communicate. We have to get our vibes together. We have to have good, give off good energy, or especially in the workplace, or else we're not gonna get the business, or we're not gonna get no money. We're not gonna get hired. We're not gonna grow into our careers because we have a bad attitude. A man that has a bad attitude, you're not going to get the business. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, we understand that. And I feel like we are a lot less emotional than a female as well. So I think that Black women just got it misconstrued to think that all Black men don't like them or don't love them, or, they just walk around with this, like, I'm alone type of vibe. And it's not that, man. Like, it's a lot of Black men that love Black women. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to keep looking and fix your attitude. That's it.
I am getting on here to just share my thoughts about being 30 something and not having a boyfriend, not having kids, and not being married. I have been so sad. I've been so depressed because I thought that I would have a family by now. I thought that I would at least be engaged or in a relationship at the minimum, and I'm not. And I'm getting older and I'm getting scared. Am I gonna be on here one day coming to terms that I'm just gonna be single? Like, it doesn't even sound right. I feel like I'm in such denial sometimes. Like, no, there's no way that I'm not gonna be a wife. There's no way I'm not gonna be a mom. And I'm like, am I being delusional, or am I just having faith, or am I crazy? Each day I struggle with this so much, and I just don't know what to tell myself. Do I tell myself, don't worry, you'll be fine, like, you're gonna find somebody tomorrow or next year and be able to have kids before it's too late? Or do I tell myself, maybe you should figure out how to live life as a single woman and be happy? I don't know. That's all I have for today.
I've been seeing some videos on my For You page, and I think that it is finally time to discuss the
Well,
female loneliness epidemic.
I think that if she, you gotta ask like, what was she doing when she was younger? You know what I'm saying? Like, was she hot girl summer every summer? Like, what was she doing when she was younger? Because at the end of the day, as we get older, as men get older, especially black men, it's like we gotta focus on our careers and stuff like that. But most men want families. That's the thing. So it's just like, I guess you gotta go back to the drawing board and try to kind of like figure out what's going on or where's she going wrong. Does she have a bad attitude? Is she not making herself available? Is she not as attractive? Is she out of shape? Is her house dirty? You see what I'm saying? Is her bathroom dirty? You know what I'm saying? Is she not as presentable as far as like having perfume and dressing and looking sexy and putting herself in the space of a good man? You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of times when you see a lonely woman, they basically most of the time be pushing away all the dudes that they should be married to. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody ain't gonna look like Idris Elba. You see what I'm saying? As far as like if a woman like that type of man, type of black man, like everybody not gonna look like him. You gotta give Derek a try. You gotta give Greg a try. You see what I'm saying? Like Greg in accounting. Give that man a try. He gonna treat you like a queen. He gonna massage them ugly feet. You see what I'm saying? He gonna massage them ugly feet. He gonna take you on a date. He gonna get you some flowers. So stop looking over Greg in accounting. Stop looking over Greg in accounting. That's what she been doing. I'm gonna tell y'all, look, that's what she been doing. She been looking over Greg. That's why she lonely.
So I want to talk about this female loneliness epidemic we got going on, right? It's bad. See, they've been trying to say it was the man trying to use reverse psychology, but it was never the men. It was always the women. Now, you can try to prove me wrong if you want to, but before you do it, I'm going to tell you, you're going to fail epically. You're going to fail big time. The reason I say it's a female loneliness epidemic and not a male loneliness epidemic is because look at what you see on social media, right? You see all these women coming to the internet talking about how men don't approach them. You don't see men doing that. That is women. Then you got all these women complaining about the passport bros, talking about they got to go overseas to find women. That's because they lonely and bitter. You don't see men complaining about women going overseas finding men because men are not the lonely ones. And this is the nail in the coffin, right? To prove that we have a female loneliness epidemic, this is the nail in the coffin. How many women do you see sharing men? Knowingly sharing men. How many women do you see sharing men? How many women do you see sharing the same baby daddy? One man can have like 5 women pregnant, all in the same area. What you mean to tell me we have a male loneliness epidemic? No, we have a female loneliness epidemic. And that proves it. Look at how many women putting up with bums.
Yeah.
Here it is, you have a man
Tyrone.
laying in your house with no job, no car, no source of income. But yet, he is laying in your house, getting your goodies, shooting the club up, then leaving your house, going to another woman's house doing the same thing. And then turn around and have these 2 women fighting over this man with no income. Yeah, bro. We got a serious female loneliness epidemic. It was never the men. It was the women all along.
Well, I would say the reason why so many women is lonely is because, bro, we don't like as men, like we don't need all that. Like it's every day, it's constantly something telling you that you need to go get some money. Like if you're a real man, so it just be like, and we not always up in our feelings. Like some dudes are, but we not always up in our feelings. So just having somebody sitting next to us all the time, it's not that important. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's the disconnect right there. Like women think that we need that like them. Like we don't, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a plus. Like you got a beautiful woman next to you, you're in a relationship, you married. That's a plus to your life. You see what I'm saying? Like she is an addition to your life. Like she is a great addition to your life if she a good woman, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think that men like cause men don't want to deal like if you got a bad attitude, that's the number one thing, bro. Like if you're a woman, you pretty or if you ugly is worse. But if you pretty and you got a bad attitude, it's like ain't ain't no real man gonna deal with that, bro. Like at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna deal with that. Like it's always different situations and stuff like that. But for the most part, like agreeable and a sweetheart, that's what most men want. And that's why sometimes men go to other races because they feel like they get the sweetheart in them other races. But it's millions of beautiful black women who are agreeable and who have great personalities and who are sweet and who will be there for you. So it's just hard to find them because they being manipulated by the other women who can't find no man. You get it? Hey man, I'm definitely coming back with more. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, like, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Is it a woman female loneliness epidemic? Why are women so lonely? Why are men like just hitting it and quitting it, or they won't commit? Like you can't say all men are childish, right? Let's look in the mirror. Like, are you agreeable? Are you a sweetheart? Are you nice? Are you good to be around? Like, is it easy to get along with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, not manipulate you, but is it easy to get along with you? Like, y'all let me know what y'all think about this particular topic right here, man. And I'll be back on the next video. I'll see y'all on the next one. Let's get it.